What's up? Hey! Listen, so I was just live playing my video games as I always do, and I always have. I also run a 3D printing business, and I'm get off the stream and I go to my AMS system and I see the roll feeding in, and it makes this crunching noise, and then the roll never comes out, right? So that's how you know that the Bowden tube that goes from here all the way to there. There's a Bowden tube from here to there, from there to there, and there to there. That's how you know that the Bowden tube has been cracked. And I'll show you guys in a second how that happens. But let's start taking this apart. First, you just got to get in here and undo the screws. And forgive me, I'm not actually doing this to do it live. I'm doing it hopefully as a tutorial for the rest of you. I want you guys to see how quickly and how efficiently we can do this. Because the first time I experienced it, I thought to myself, oh my God, this is the end. Like, I just paid $300 for this AMS system, and here I am taking it apart, and I'm never going to put it back together. I'm going to break it, whatever, right? So I freaked out like I always do. Come to find out, this has got to be my 10th time doing it, which means you will also do it quite often. So I do have these little drying satchels. Please make sure to take them out of there. You got to be very careful with these. I got little dogs, and if these spill and my dogs eat them, it is the end, literally the end. So be very careful. Take that out of there and press. There are two tabs right here. So I'm going to show you. There are two tabs right there that you got to press on. You got to press down on it, and then lift up on this thing, okay? Up and then away. So let's put this phone back, and here we go. I'm going to press down on that tab a little bit. There you go. I'm going to grab it from the front and just kind of jimmy it, and just get it. There you go. You see that? This will hit that edge and it won't come out. So you got to press it down or just jimmy it out of there. Don't pull it out any more than this, because here we go, right? You guys see that? There are cables. There's two cables going from the back of the AMS to the back of this thing. So what you do is you reach under there, like I am, awkwardly. Okay. And you just pull up on it. Just pull up and up. Now, don't worry about which is which, because they do have different shapes, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. So let's put the phone back. All right, we take it out. And then for the... You see that? So be very careful. This is a good lesson right here. So that screw that we took out of here and here just fell out into my lap. So shake it, and there's the other one. All right, there it is. There's your system. There's the screws. I'm going to put my screws aside right here. I got a little tray I'm going to use in a second. This little box needs a bit of cleaning anyway, so I'm going to put that to the side. And now let's flip this upside down. Let me show you guys what's going on in here. So here it is. There's a Bowden tube that goes from here, and they all unite right here in this little like feeder mechanism. Boom, boom, and they're done. So if I recall, when I just encountered this issue, it was this guy right here. And the reason this guy always breaks is because we all have a tendency, just by the way we do things, to put our first spool here, and we print a lot with black. So you'll put your first spool here, and you keep printing, and so you're going to wear this out the fastest. That's what I'm getting at. All right, here we go. So we are going to look in here. I like to usually... Let me show you where I'm going to push. I'm going to look down in here, and I'm going to look for that black grommet looking thing, and I'm going to press down on it as I pull up on this thing. I'm going to press down and pull up. Now I can't do that with the phone, so I'm going to put it back. And I know you guys can't see it, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to push down, and I pull up. There it is. I hope you're ready, because this is going to be good. I hope you're ready for this. Check this out. So now you do the same down here. You push down, and you pull away. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if it's focusing. It is literally split in half from here to here. And the reason this Bowden tube is split in half, because the pressure, and this is the best way to explain it, is this. The pressure of that filament, when you cut it every time, it's so sharp, right? It's so sharp. It goes in here, and it pushes against the edge, and guess what happens? Look at this. Look at this. That's insane. That is almost 3 inches of broken Bowden tube. This has got to be my 10th Bowden tube in a year. Now, I think the machine, when you buy the AMS system, comes with extras, but I run a 3D printing business, so I have a lot of it because I buy a lot of equipment. They send you a lot of this stuff, so you just got to go through and find it. Unfortunately, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've actually used every single long one, so I have to create one. So I'll tell you what that means in a second. So I'm just trying to compare sizes, which you should never do, because it's not the size that matters, right? But yeah, so that's a shorty, can't use that. That's a shorty, can't use that. And that's a shorty, can't use that. So all I got is shorties right now. That is not good for business, guys. But here it is. Here's the fun part. Somewhere in your Bowden tube collection, you would have been given one of these long boys. That's what she said, right? Sorry about that. So what you do is you try to measure side by side the best you can, even though this other one's abused and used. So it's somewhere right here. And I have this little cigar clipper, but it's for a Bowden tube, and you want to use these. You can't just cut it with a scissors because you will damage the Bowden tube. So let me do it again. Let me do it properly. I might get myself a little bit of tape too, actually. So I hope I'm on camera doing this. Hold on one second, guys. So you just got to measure as best as you can. It just wants to be longer. It never wants to be shorter. So I think somewhere around here. Perfect. I'm going to cut it right there. So yeah, you need one of these clippers, and you can get this on Amazon when you buy like not like a 3D printer nozzle cleaning kit, and then it comes with all these stupid things, and one of them is this. It's like a Bowden tube clipper, and you can see why, because it's super sharp. So you put it down in here, you try to align it, and you Krispy Kreme. There we go. We're done. All right. So now I'm going to take my bad Bowden tube. I'm going to take my bad Bowden tube, which is right here, and try to measure it again. I think we did good. We're a little bit 2 millimeters longer. That's okay. Longer is always better. And you press it in there again, just the way you got it before. You press it in, and then, yep, it's stable. So that's the other thing I wonder, like. I wonder if over time, so I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to run a test, right? So this is what I'm going to do, guys. So you could easily just plug it and walk away, but because I just cut my Bowden tube, I'm going to see what the length of the other one is. It's not like I can use it for anything else. So here's what I'm going to do, boys. I'm going to go give it another 5 to 10, let's go for another 10 millis. And you'll see why. I believe that over time, I've been cutting my own Bowden tubes, and it exacerbates the problem, right? So this is only 10 millimeters longer than the one we just tried, and look how easily it reaches here. So what I'm hoping, guys, is that it reduces some of the severe bend as it tries to go down into this hole right here, right? So we're hoping that fixed that issue. If you eyeball it, you could say to me, see how taut that is, taut, and this is a little bit loose, a little bit. Maybe, perhaps that's not good. I don't care. I do this a lot. I'm sure I'm going to take this apart. So that's how you change the Bowden tube. Let's put it back together quickly, okay? So 1 second. Don't tell anybody you saw me do that. I just blew the dirt on the carpet, and now we're going to have to vacuum. So there's that. What a dirt ball. All right, here comes the silly part. So when you put it back in, remember there are those 1 and 2 right there. You want to make sure to keep an eye on those. Sorry about that, boys. Because you got to plug them back in. So how do you do that, right? Because they're pretty finicky. So we know we need skinny first. So they're almost across. Skinny and then fat. Skinny and fat. Skinny on the left, fat on the right. So we will feed the machine in like this, like we did before. And I found out that if I rock it on its front side, push it up against the edge, and then go down and plug this guy in. Sorry, I know it's super awkward what I'm doing here, but that's just the way that's going to be. Okay, there's that. And there's that right there. Okay, so now gently, because the cables are not that long, gently rotate the machine and try to get it back into the way it was. And remember I told you before, it's this guy that always gets in the way right there, okay? This guy right here. So just be gentle with it. The way to do it is, you know, he does go down. He has like a little pressure spring, so you can actually press down on it. You see that? It's actually moving. So when you press down on it, it just allows it to go down. There you go. See, boom, it just made it clear the edge, right? So we drop it down in there and she will, yeah, she'll settle in pretty nicely. Everything's good. I got my 2 screws. That's it, guys. 2 screws, 2 plugs, 1 Bowden tube, 1 cup. You know what I'm saying? No? Okay. Bad joke, maybe. So I think pretty easy, but I don't know, I remember doing this for the first time and it was so overwhelming to me. It was like, oh my God, how did I give these guys $300 and their machine's broken already? Like, I don't know what to do. How do I ship it back to Bambu Labs? It's like, no, they actually, the moment you saw that they gave you 4 or 5 of these, you should have been like, oh shit, that's gonna wear out, right? So, anyways, yeah, here it is. Don't over tighten it. It's just secure. I'm looking in, see if my machine needs a little cleaning, and of course it does. This machine has possibly 4,000 hours. My other machine has 7,000 hours of printing nonstop. So this is expected, to be expected, as they say. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to go plug it in real quick. And yeah, I think that's it. I was going to take you guys to my setup, but anyways, it's a little bit too private to be showing everybody. Love you all. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanos, I see you, buddy.